Hey, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, we show you guys how to make simple, effective, easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. So, happy 23rd. It's December 23rd, 23. That is the date of my birth, 23. And we are just days away from Christmas. Old Saint Nick is going to be dropping the presents down the chimney. I hope you also have your presents wrapped and ready to drop down those chimneys as well. And we are going to be talking about the over-encompassing market sentiment for crypto, gold, silver. That's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about some NFTs. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin, and we're going to be just covering some of the news and things of the past couple days. But welcome. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. No, it's not my birthday, though, but my birthday is coming up soon. But that is just the date of my birth is the 20th. But welcome, everyone. Good morning. If wherever you're watching, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you share it. Make sure if you're watching on X, you give it a heart and you repost it. If you're watching on Kick, give it a like. If you're watching on Rumble, also give it a like and give it a share. Really appreciate it. So yeah, today I read a Substack article that I really needed. And it was funny. It was actually the same thing that my wife was saying. You know, my wife is so smart. You know, she really is a gem. She's very, very smart, as well as being super beautiful, but also she's very wise. And she was like, we just have to be grateful for what we have and not always focusing on what we don't have. And so the Substack article that I got feeded to my email was exactly named gratitude. I was like, dang, that is definitely a message from the universe, God, universal intelligence, omnipresent thing that is always trying to give us the signals and the signs to pay attention to. And I know I needed to hear this because I think recently with content and, you know, expectations of what I thought would be happening with either maybe my channel, crypto, you know, I think a lot of people's expectations were not fully met, maybe how they wanted to. And if it did happen for you like you expected it, then dang, I mean, you take that as a win, you know. You got to celebrate those and be very grateful because then you beat it, you know, you actually you were able to do the thing. So, but sometimes we kind of let our expectations get a little out of whack, and we were expecting something, and we did not play out exactly the way that we thought. And so, but in all of that, there's always things that we could focus on to keep us positive. And the one thing that this article said in the Substack article was a very stoicism type of a way of thinking, is that, you know, you woke up today on a bed, not on a slab of concrete. You didn't wake up on the ground. You woke up with a roof, with a roof over your head. And if these are all the cases of how you woke up today, then you have a lot to be grateful for. You turned on the light without even thinking about it. You might have great electricity. Your AC's running. You don't really think about those things until they're gone, and then obviously your the survival instincts kick in. But because we have all of those needs met so frequently, and now at very much at an ease, way more than our ancestors did, we tend to go into a more monkey mind and focus on the stuff that's negative and all of the things that are not going well, or the things that we don't have, because that's like the other, like our brains are hardwired to do that. So what we have to do now that we're in a different type of reality and type of civilization where we have all of those types of needs met, but then we maybe are not getting met in terms of like our emotional side or our spiritual side, and all those things that people that now in our generation kind of feel empty or kind of feel lost or don't have the hope. So it's interesting that we can get into that mindset and start to focus on the things that we don't have, or so my point in this opening monologue here is that maybe the message is to really focus on all of the stuff that we do have. So I'm very grateful for my community and all the people that have continued to come and view the live streams and have humored me in a lot of different ways of how I've been feeling, which has been very much an emotional roller coaster. And I'm sure you guys have been feeling the same way. But yeah, without you guys, like there would be no show. There would be no, I think, no reason to come here, but yes, I am interested in crypto and I have fun doing this. But what makes it even more fun is that, you guys are here too. I'm not just talking to a brick wall, like I see you guys, like I see all the people that have continued to come, and you guys have outlasted, so many people. So it's like, it's really cool. So I'm very, very grateful for you guys. I just want to let you know. And so, yes, I think that we should just focus on the stuff that we do have, and then maybe by being grateful for what we have, we'll have a better energy and attitude to work towards what we do want, and what we strive to work towards, whether it be bettering ourselves, bettering our health, making more money, whatever it is. I think that gratitude might be the ultimate key. And then we talked about, the 3 trifold way of manifestation, and you kind of combine those together, gratitude, and then all of those things that pull it all together. Man, I think we can make some things happen. I think we can really make the Christmas miracle happen this year, out of all the fear and the uncertainty and the doubts in the end of this year. All right, so let's get started. Make sure you guys follow me at DanoCrypto904. We're on a mission. We want to acquire a Sproto. And the Sproto that is my profile picture is for sale. And the way that I feel I can afford this is by, I already have an NFT collection. And I would love to, just like back in the day when you had Pokemon cards and you would trade, I would love to, I'd love to just trade all these NFTs for the Sproto. But if you guys would love to own one of these NFTs, it would be contributing to me being able to afford a Sproto, which actually looks like me. So, and if all of them sell out, I would then be able to buy 2 Sprotos, which then I would have some other ones that are on the list that I really want to acquire. But yeah, make the Christmas wish come true. But these are really cool. I've talked about them, but I realized that I didn't even have the dang collection floored. So now I finally just floored the whole collection. I think they're only like $29 each. So they're pretty affordable. Check them out. And what's cool about these is once I know you're a holder and you have this address, you are going to be forever VIP, and you're going to be airdropped all kinds of cool stuff, just so you know. But then no, you're contributing to a fellow Ticker Bitcoin holder acquiring his very first Sproto. Okay, so let's get into what the sentiment is here this morning. So when I got to the timeline this morning, people are just like, what do we do now? Here's Lark Davis. What do we even do now? Everyone's wondering, what do we do? What do we do now? What do you mean, what do we do? So then I found this post. And if you're a ticker Bitcoin holder, this is what you end up doing. CT, when market drops, it's going to zero. It's all a scam. And then ticker Bitcoin holders, when the market drops, we just laugh and the dev did a dance. That's usually how we interpret the market. We just continue to be delusional schizo holders, and then in hopes that we have the last laugh. And we weren't the smarty pants on the side thinking, oh well, I just, your alt season's never coming. But the Whale Insider wants you to know that Morad's meme coin investment portfolio drops to 15 million, down from the record high of 67 million. So this is the famous Morad portfolio list, which actually has some very interesting coins in here. So we've talked about the Yi very briefly. We haven't gone down that rabbit hole very much, but we'd like to. It's very interesting because if you're into contract lore like I am with Ethereum and Ethereum memes, it's what dreams are made of. Like this Ethereum meme gigapump that made the first millionaires off of meme coin narrative in like the Doge SHIB, and then also in early 2023 days. So a lot of these coins came out of that era of from Pepe being created. Okay. And so all these coins, SPX 6900, that's his like top one. That's his like, that's his model of a coin at the top of Morad's list. And then I would say second to that, it's ticker Bitcoin with the Sprotos. As being the Sprotos being his favorite NFT collection, then it would make sense that obviously ticker Bitcoin, Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, 10 Inu is Morad's second favorite coin. I even think it's probably his favorite, like in terms of like hilarity. He thinks it's probably the funniest coin of all time. And we know Beeple thinks it's the funniest coin of all time, and it's also Beeple's favorite NFT collection, the Sproto Gremlins. But I digress. So there's Popcat. So Popcat is one of the more popular meme coins, cat coins on Solana. Popular. Put in the chat if you know what I'm referencing. How could it be popular? So you get 10 free ticker Bitcoins if you know what I'm referencing. And I'll just send me your address and I'll send you 10 free ticker Bitcoins. Come on, chat. Wake up. Oh, wake up. I know it's only Tuesday. Okay, so this list, I'd say it's got some traction to it, okay? Now, let's go. Lasers, send me your address. I'm sending what's your address? I'm gonna send you ticker Bitcoin right now. What's your base ETH address? What's your base ETH address? What is it? I'm literally gonna send you 10 ticker Bitcoin. I'm gonna do it right now. Shout out to Base. If you're going to do it on Base, right? See, Base should be sponsoring me right now. We actually set up our danocrypto.base.eth social profile. Our first 2 posts are all about ticker Bitcoin. And apparently you can buy these. That's what's pretty crazy, is like you can actually token, all your posts are tokenized and you can have them as an asset, just like on Zora. It's pretty wild. But yeah, Laser, send me your send me an address. Send me your base ERC20. And I'll send you some ticker Bitcoin. You should already have some in your wallet. Lasers. You should already have some in your wallet, so don't need to be messing around, okay? All right. Mog. We've talked about Mog. There's a lot of vampire attacks, I think, happening, just like what happened with Pepe, but a lot this time it's through the launch pads. So the launch pads they're all coming after all these OG ETH memes, which they all were created, like Mog, Wojak, and specifically Mog and Wojak are being PvP'd through the pump fund trenches and Solana. We all know that those contracts came out on ETH, and I get it that we're going to be rotating and we're all, and then in this circle of crypto, and especially through CT, things get PvP'd into the ground. But on the opposite side of that coin, we also can rally and, quote, cabal things to the upside. Or we just get natural buying that happened with SHIB and Doge. That's when the retail came in. That's where, coupled with all the whales that that kind of like had a sniffing, they knew what was happening. They were accumulating supply. They didn't know, but I mean, then the retail came in hot, and then their thesis was proven. So it's not like all of these ETH whales knew that the things were going to pump. They just were betting and had a high probability chance that it would happen. This is what Morad is doing. Morad is just saying, look, I'm just betting on culture of the Zoomers having zero hope. That's what this portfolio represents. The Giga Chad, the schizo art cult, the schizo art amalgamation of everything. Cats mogging someone, with the Vipers. Gotchi's got mogged. Oh, I'm really dumb. I'm retardio. So SPX, the stock market. What? I'm 19 years old. I have no chance in the stock market. I'm buying SPX 6900. This is what this represents. It's as simple as that. It is the zero hope of the Zoomers. This is what this is. You're betting on that thought alone creeping into something like this, which I will bet on the probability of awareness going in here, which is the meme, or all of a sudden, like a 20-something is going to think they're going to invest in gold and silver. They're not going to do it. This is more relatable in their framework, in their mind. This is what Morad is betting on. I have a very, very similar thesis. It got strengthened very much so and developed through 2023 up until now. And if anything, it's only gotten stronger in the direction of Ethereum and the memes and the contract lore. That started with Pepe and will freaking end with ticker Bitcoin. But at least that's just, that's my own thesis. All right, so we're speaking of Ethereum. That in on Coinbase, is that right? Yeah, that should be right. Yeah, you should be able to receive it if it's on Coinbase. But is it like, is it your Coinbase wallet? Like your Coinbase wallet? Yeah, just send me like your just raw wallet, like, you know, from something. But it has to be base, or it has to be, yeah, it's got to be base. See, this is, I still got to go down this rabbit hole with you guys. I have to. I think that we're all going to get sidelined by SHIB. Like Shiba Inu in this thing with the Shibarium ecosystem, treat, bone, leash. Go down the rabbit hole. Treat, bone, and leash are these 3 tokens that are paired with SHIB. SHIB has burning mechanisms tied into where they try and burn a lot of SHIB. They're still trying to keep the SHIB dream alive. Ryoshi's dream of decentralization built into some of this stuff could be happening. And I think what is at play here could be that SHIB, I pointed it out, and this is going to tie into this whole thesis of Ethereum and ETH memes, okay? Check it out. We're going to look at SHIB real quick. Let's look at SHIB. While everyone's thinking memes are dead, they're thinking crypto's over, they're not paying attention that SHIB is literally at the absolute freaking launch bottom of the chart. And when we've been here, every time, what has happened? We have gone up. And I'll just show you each time because there's a few times, but we'll tell you the peak times where we've bottomed and this thing has just went in nuclear mode, okay? I think we're at the bottom, okay? And when we go nuclear, here's what we're looking at. Price range. $1,500. What happened there? 1,500. 1,500%. Do another one on the bottom. Dude, I can't. People have to buy my NFTs. I don't have $580 extra right now. I just spent a bunch of money on Christmas. You guys are insane. I know, and everyone else did too. So I can't expect people to buy my NFTs, but I hope it's a fair trade. Okay. 760%. I mean, gosh, these are great games. And the difference with why I want, and it's, you know, it's selfish, you know, I have to say it is selfish. Why I want ETH memes to pump specifically is that I want to prove a point that I think more people will be able to make more money on ETH meme coins with lower slippage and bigger liquidity. And because what I've noticed is that the exchanges hold a lot of supply of Pepe, Doge, Shiba Inu, and funny enough, actually a lot of the big exchanges hold a lot of ticker Bitcoin supplies. So it's funny that actually not as much as you guys think, like you're watching the Uniswap chart of ticker Bitcoin, you forget that when you go into the bubble maps and you look at the first big wallets that hold ticker Bitcoin, they're exchanges. They hold a lot of the supply of these meme coins. And So what are they getting ready for? Well, I think they can get ready for retail coming in like coming in like hotcakes, you know, like coming in hot, speeding in. And I noticed that the exchanges still promote like crypto.com, Kraken, Gemini, Ucoin, you know, they're very much heavy into memes. They know that is what drives a lot of trading volume and gets interest. I still think that memes is the biggest utility and driver to get interest into crypto, because it's really not the fundamentals, it's not the utility itself. It's the memes and making people laugh that actually get people in to then discover the ecosystem. But look at how I just onboarded Lasers to the Base app, saying, hey, well, I got to send you ticker Bitcoin on Base. And now he's like, oh, I didn't download the Base wallet yet. I just see I'll onboard better than Jesse. Jesse Pollock gets all the credit. I'm over here live getting people to download the Base app. Get out of my face. I will come here on the stream and prove that I have better onboarding capabilities than most of the people that get paid thousands of dollars to do shitty content to onboard people. Some Chad just swept 5 of your NFTs. Oh, did someone just hold on? Of mine? No way. Because because like it'll still say. Oh, okay, hold on. Look, okay, we got an owner. No way. Let's go. Did someone finally buy these freaking things? Holy crap. Look, guys, like you guys gotta understand, like I made these in 2024. I made these in the beginning. I made these almost 2 years ago. Like I had this whole thing. And what's funny is I made this at the absolute bottom of the bear market. Absolute bottom of the bear market of NFTs. Like people were like, NFTs are dead. And I was like, ooh. Let's go. All right. Awesome. Okay, well, I'm not gonna. I'll do a little bit more investigation. Whoever bought that, thank you. You are you are a saint. I don't even know how to react right now because no one. I've promoted and asked people to buy those for literally like 2 years. Was that you, Kazim? Did you buy those? Did you buy one? Which one did you buy? All right, let's see. Hold on. Oh, is it you, Lasers? Let's see. Oh, nice. Oh, you got the good ones. Yes, yeah, you got the good ones. You got the really good ones. Yeah, these are dope. Yeah, these are good. Yeah, that one so if you notice, these have traits. So they have nature traits. That's got the floating BTC. So some of them have a floating BTC. Then the full iris is also a rarity, and this one is one of my favorites because it reminds me of like a Matrix, like optical illusion. Good choice. That's a good one. And then that one also is very much got like, it's got the gemstones. It's got the forest feel. Very psychedelic. A lot of these are very psychedelic. So it's got a lot of cool, nice. Let's go. All right, well now we have to see. Oh no, those are awesome. Yeah, those are, yeah, good choice. Good choice. All right, we're on our way. We're on our way. And look at that. We have 22 people. Yeah, we have 23. We probably have one more, 23 people watching on X. So, is this on YouTube as well? Yes, it is. Yes, sir. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And show those to people. Yeah, like show them. Like they're really cool because like when you pop it up, it's like very like, psh, you know, that's you can onboard people to Bitcoin. And that was the whole point of it. It was like to just be bullish Bitcoin, bullish NFTs. At the time, ordinals was very much like a controversial thing. It was like knocking Bitcoin on its head of what you could do with Bitcoin. And I thought it was super cool. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a thing called Ordinal Eyes and just see what happens. And like, I had no clue how to do NFTs or anything like that, but I gave it a shot and I made it a very small collection, just 80. And I wanted to make it to where whoever owns these, they're just like, will be part of a little small community. And I can just like, I can airdrop you stuff. You get like discounts on anything that I do, or have like merch, you know, you get like special discounts and stuff, you know. Wanted to build some kind of utility community out of it. And also this is, I'll tell you what the very origin of this project comes from wanting to donate to the Operation Underground Railroad for to help fight the HUMANTRAFFICKNYNG. So, and this is, Operation Underground Railroad. We were going to donate portion of any of like the money, like if we were going to sell out, because as a kid, we wanted to sell it out, and then we were going to donate a portion of the funds towards that charity. I think it was also around the time that that very controversial, you know, very eye-opening telling movie came out. It was about around that same time, so that's probably why we were kind of tuned in on that particular frequency. Yeah, if you want to dive in a little bit more, you guys can go to danocrypto.com. Go here. I'll post that in the chat. All right, so shout out to all the people that are watching on Kick, testing out streaming to Kick, and let's see if we can get on the actual Kick chat. Can you guys? How many people are watching on Kick? We got one person watching on Kick. Kick is interesting. It's like, I feel like Kick could hit hard with crypto streaming. Just have to tap in, you know? No? Yeah, the emojis are great too. Like, you got all these really cool emojis. Let's see. Oh, I got 14 followers on here. Okay, let's go. All right, so with this, I don't know, is there a way that you can you can, okay, so you can clip stuff on here. There's really not a like button. Not really like a way that you can, quote, like it. Maybe it's because I'm on my actual dashboard. I'm not sure. But the cool thing about Kik is you can actually put it in a category of crypto, which I think helps. Okay. Let's keep going down some of these bookmarks real quick. It's 11:36, my friends. I hope you're doing well. And look at that. See, that's what's so cool about all these other streaming platforms. YouTube hasn't figured out how to get the dang animated like emojis to work through their chat. When you put it through YouTube, it doesn't work. But then on Twitch and Kik, it actually works really well. You can see it just pops up like really nice through the chat. Okay. So something that we pointed out this morning, if you were tuning in, is we pointed out that the silvers market is all very much manipulated, but all the tricks that they've used in the past that we just were researching about and finding out about through some sources of mine, they were kind of letting me know what they do with the silvers game. And how this time that they tried to do it, it didn't work because countries and companies know that the silver is in very much a backed up supply. So the amount of silver that people need is like short. We're like we're just short silver. We don't have enough for what is actually in demand. So that creates scarcity and a supply and demand kick in silver. So silver over the next 5 years could end up being almost at $1,000 per ounce, but even just in the next year could go up to $250 an ounce. It's currently trading at $69 an ounce spot. The difference between what they tried to do in the past is they made futures contracts more expensive to hold, but now they tried to do that same thing, but there's more people that are just acquiring spot silver in mass because they know what's coming. But they also need the silver. So Elon needs the silver. Samsung needs the silver. Nvidia needs the silver. These companies need a lot of silver. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the silver market is going to react and how the charts are going to fluctuate because there's people that are betting on silver paper contracts. So, yeah. All right. So yeah, so you guys got to dive into this and kind of go down the rabbit hole and it'll make you start looking at silver. But what's crazy about the silver is this. I'll show you. So we correlated this a couple days ago, but this is so cool. I love doing this. Watch. If you put the Dixie, the DXY, the dollar currency index, and so how you do this, go to TradingView, type in silver, CFD on silver, ounce, spot, $70, okay? It's at its highest it's ever been, okay? Now look at this. You go here on the top bar, compare and add symbol. Then you're going to type in DXY. You'll see a little cash symbol. Hit new price scale. Now, do you see what just happened here? We have an inverse correlation, really strong, with the dollar going down and silver going up. Almost way more inversely correlated than it is with gold. Very much so. To the point where it's like complete inverse correlation. And so if silver is targeted to go exactly at that the target that I called a long time ago. I called this target months and months and months ago when we charted this. That's where that circle comes from. That circle right there comes from me charting this right here. We go here, the inverse correlation for the dollar is going to be, I think, in the 90s right here. Because right now it's sitting at 98. I think it's going to go down below 90. And then the last time it was there, it went into a bull market for Bitcoin. So just keep that in mind. All right, guys, that's all I got for today. Really appreciate it. Thanks for coming in. Have to end it just a little bit earlier. I will be back a little bit later. Yep. Thanks for tuning in. Share this live stream, hit the like button, all that stuff. All right. Peace out, guys.